Shocking, shocking, shocking. What I am about to tell you will leave you absolutely speechless, and I need you to watch every single second because this story is one of the most disturbing things to happen in Nigeria this year. On Wednesday evening, February 18, 2026, at exactly 7:10 p.m., armed bandits stormed the royal palace of Oba Jacob Falodu, the traditional ruler of Imoru community in Akure North local government area of Ondo State, with one clear mission to kidnap him for ransom. But what happened next is so unbelievable that even as I tell you this story, I can barely process it myself. The monarch was in his palace with his wife when approximately 10 heavily armed men invaded his compound. They came through the Tolu axis speaking Hausa language and immediately ordered the king to follow them. But Obafalodu is a warrior. He is a man of courage. He refused to go quietly with these criminals. He put up fierce resistance, fighting back against his attackers. And that is when the bandits opened fire on him, shooting him multiple times at close range. Now, pause right here and pay very close attention because what I'm about to tell you has been confirmed by multiple eyewitnesses, including family members and community leaders who saw everything. Despite being shot several times, the bullets did not penetrate his body. I repeat, the bullets did not go through. The king had spiritual protection that stopped those bullets from entering his flesh. The frustrated bandits kept shooting and nothing was working. Can you imagine their shock? They are shooting this man point blank and he is still standing. So what did these wicked criminals do next? They dragged him out of the palace compound, and because their guns were useless against him, they picked up a blunt heavy object and started beating him repeatedly on the head until they killed him. They murdered this king in cold blood right in front of his traumatized wife. Drop a comment right now and tell me, have you ever heard anything like this before? Type spiritual if you believe the king truly had protection, or type tragedy if this story breaks your heart. And smash that like button because this gist needs to reach every Nigerian. The queen who witnessed the entire attack told reporters through tears that the killers were speaking Hausa and they murdered her husband right before her eyes while she stood helpless. She said they were shooting sporadically throughout the palace and she barely escaped with her own life. The trauma of watching your husband being beaten to death while you can do nothing is something that will haunt this woman forever. After the attackers fled, family members found Obafalodu's lifeless body just meters away from the palace with gunshot wounds that did not penetrate and massive head injuries from the beating. He was confirmed dead at the scene. Now, here is what makes this tragedy even more painful. This is not an isolated incident. Akure North local government has become a hotbed of banditry and kidnapping. Just weeks before this, a pregnant woman named Mrs. Mary Julomi was kidnapped from Ain community in the same local government and held captive until her family paid ransom. 12 suspected bandits were arrested, but clearly that did not stop the attacks. Residents are now living in constant fear, wondering who will be next. The Ondo State Police Command confirmed the killing and launched a joint security operation with Amotekun hunters and vigilantes to comb the bushes for the fleeing suspects, but as of now, no arrests have been made. Now, let me ask you the most important question. Why are traditional rulers being attacked and murdered in their own palaces in 2026? These are sacred cultural institutions that should be protected. The fact that 10 armed men can invade a king's palace, kill him brutally, and escape without immediate arrest shows that security in Ondo State has completely collapsed. Is this the Nigeria we want? Team Fix Security or Team We are not safe? Drop your answer in the comments because Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa and the Security Council need to hear from the people. If you believe something must be done urgently, share this video everywhere and subscribe because we are tracking whether these killers will ever face justice. This is a tragedy that should never have happened. Rest in peace, Oba Jacob Falodu. Nigeria has failed you.